"I would like to go to the World Cup final, especially if England are in it," says Gordon Banks. Gordon, like the rest of the country, has been cheering on the national team as they try to emulate the heroes of 1966 and bring the World Cup trophy home. He is confident that if they do, Gareth Southgate's men will receive more appreciation from the FA and the government than the boys of '66 ever did. Several members of England's World Cup winning side ended up having to sell their medals, while only two of them, Sir Bobby Charlton and hat-trick hero Sir Geoff Hurst, along with manager Sir Alf Ramsey, have been knighted. Gordon, who has raised thousands of pounds for charity over the years and has the freedom of Stoke-on-Trent and Newcastle, was invited to the World Cup draw last year ahead of the tournament in Russia, but that was at the invitation of FIFA. England players mob goalkeeper Jordan Pickford after victory over Colombia on penalties. In set, Bobby Moore holds aloft the Jules Rimet World Cup trophy as he sits on the shoulders of his teammates. Gordon told The Telegraph, "I hope if these guys succeed they feel more appreciated by the FA than we were. They should be. They will have deserved it. The FA have done nothing for us. I have been very disappointed with the FA and what they could have done for us." England and Stoke City keeper Gordon Banks made the impossible possible. "I am not sure if I will get invited to the final in Russia if we get there. I would like to be, yes." Speaking to Stoke-on-Trent Live, Gordon said, "I have not heard anything from the FA, but someone has now told me that I will get invited if England get to the final." Gordon Banks: "So, I always look forward to the World Cup and it has been good. England have got better as the tournament has gone on. I thought Jack Butland had a great chance of starting, but the manager picked the other lad, Jordan Pickford, and he has been playing well. The save he made against Colombia was brilliant. Why no knighthood for Sir Gordon?" Gordon, who was awarded the OB in 1970, says he still gets his World Cup winner's medal out, but only rarely. But there are many who think that Gordon and the boys of '66 have been marginalized and not given the acclaim they deserve by the FA and successive governments. A campaign to get the rest of the squad knighted 2 years ago failed. Should World Cup winner Gordon Banks have been awarded a knighthood? There were many who believed Gordon would be knighted in the New Year's honours list, but his name was conspicuous by its absence. Ex-England international Mike Pejic, a former Stoke City teammate, said, "Those great players we had who won the World Cup, all of them should have been given a knighthood. How can they pick one or two of them individually? They are a team, you can't do it. You are all in a team together. They should have made them all sirs and that's it. It is totally baffling." Gordon Banks received the honour of Freedom of the Borough at Keele Hall. How can you give Geoff Hurst a knighthood because he scored 3 goals and not the others? That's what he got paid for. Nobby Stiles was in the team to break up attacks. If he hadn't done that there might have been a lot more goals conceded. It's a team game. Gordon Banks at 80 Part 3, on top of the world with England. "I think the FA have been a disgrace over the years. They've asked them to Wembley a time or two, but they have made money out of them. It's been one false move after another." Port Vale legend and England fan Phil Sprosen said, "It's been such a long time since 1966 and if England make it to the final it would be a nice gesture to have the remaining 66 squad members flown out for the game. It's not as if we have not got the funds." England on their lap of honour with a Jules Rimet trophy. LR, Gordon Banks, Wilson, Alan Ball, Bobby Charlton, Bobby Moore and Cohen, is a rarity. We don't know when that could come along again, possibly not in the lifetime of the '66 squad. It might bring the current players a bit of fortune as well. I'm sure they would welcome it if they were to meet the '66 squad, even if it was just for a cup of tea and to wish them well. England fans shopping around Hanley have called for more to be done to honour Gordon. Gary Kemp, aged 55, of Hanley said, "They should all be invited out to Russia at least. It is a bit harsh if they are not, if England make the final." Phil Paul, aged 62, of Smallthorne, said, "I think they should be invited to Russia. I think more should be done to celebrate what they achieved." Harry Lindop, age 69, of Milton, said, "Gordon Banks was a very good player and a great bloke. The FA should do more to recognise them. They should at least fly them to Russia. If we beat Croatia and make the final, it is going to be a one-off." An FA spokesman declined to comment on whether Gordon and the rest of the boys of 66 would be invited to watch the final, if England reach it.